friends. It is Wednesday and welcome to Home Life with Rebecca. So I hope you liked my little long intro. It was just such a beautiful night last night, and I feel like when August hits, I kind of start to mourn the loss of summer because our weather is already dropped into the 70s. We get some upper 80s this week, but that's usually how it is. We might get one more like little tiny heat wave for a couple days, but every time around this year, you know, the flowers start dying off, especially the ones that aren't the perennials that they'll come back next year. But it's a little bit sad. I kind of feel like, I don't know, they just don't, it doesn't last long here. Plus, when we did have that heat wave, it was almost 100, it kind of like fried some of my flowers. They were like, nope, too hot. But the wildflowers I thought looked so beautiful. And there's just so many vibrant colors out there, and those typically last until like the end of September, sometimes very early October if we don't get, you know, a freeze. It's hard to say, but probably within the next couple of weeks I can go out there and pick some and put it in a vase and just make a really pretty flower arrangement. You saw Adam, my husband, pulling some dead flowers out of the pots. It was pretty windy the other day and it knocked one of my hanging pots off of our front porch and it broke, but that flower had seen better days anyway. So just, you know, a lot of cleanup I feel it needs to happen before fall happens, because fall happens early in eastern Idaho. Sometimes we get snow in September, so just kind of felt like this gratitude for God's creation last night and how beautiful it was, but also kind of just the sadness that soon the weather's gonna get cold and snow will start to fall. And I do love the snow. The winters can be very long here, so I think especially after last winter I was very ready for warmer weather, not 100-degree weather, but just like it's gonna be today, like in the low 80s. And then plus the community pool that my kids love to swim at, and the tiki hut that they all work at. Well, not all of them. I have 3 of them working there. That closes on August 19th as well. My daughter Allison starts college August 21st. And then Wesley, Jillian, and Kennedy go back to school August 28th. And then Tiffany and Parker start school August 29th. So we still have a few weeks left of summer vacation. We did not do our traditional Rexburg Rapids trip this year for the last, well, it's only been 2 years. We've gone to the little tiny water park that's about 30 minutes away from our house, but we've decided to hold off on that because at the end of September, my nephew, actually it falls on my son Wesley's 14th birthday, he is getting married and he lives in Boise, and so I wanted to make sure that we had money for a hotel because it's a 4-hour drive. And to be able to do something fun with Wesley for his birthday while we, while we were in Boise. So the kids were pretty understandable. I think even though we didn't go anywhere this summer, they've had a pretty good summer. You know, they swam a lot, they worked, they had friends, they had the trampoline. It's just, I mean, that's how it was when I was a kid, and I didn't have a community pool, but I don't ever remember going on vacation when I was little, except maybe we went to the Grand Canyon, but I don't even remember that because I think I was like 4. So having my morning coffee. I went to Walmart yesterday because I was out of K-Cups, and I thought I grabbed just the French vanilla flavor, but I ended up grabbing a cappuccino, which is probably, well, I know it's full of sugar. It is so good. And luckily I accidentally did a 6-cup, so so whatever, it is what it is. But what else? Oh, I was just kind of showing you the house last night too, because pretty soon I'm going to be taking down the summer stuff and putting up fall. And I don't know, the house just felt cozy last night. I had swept and mopped 2 days ago, and I kind of dusted the living room and changed out the blankets on the couch, and I did a lot of laundry yesterday. like washing like everybody's bed sheets and stuff like that. I do need to vacuum my basement, but I'm probably gonna have to have one of the kids help me do that because the carpet's way thicker because it's newer down there. It really hurts the tennis elbow, and that is probably the culprit from where it started because I'm addicted to our Dyson cordless vacuum because it's just so easy to use and so convenient. So I think that I overextended this arm by vacuuming because I notice on the days that I don't touch it and I have somebody else do it, this feels a lot better. The exercises they gave me for the tennis elbow, I ended up scratching it. They said don't do it because it hurts my thumb arthritis because, you know, everything's connected. So when I go in there now, they do very gentle stretches. They rub my arm with like this, it looks like a steel plate. I forget what it's called, like microblading? No, I don't think that's the word. I don't know, but they use it and it kind of like breaks up all the tissue in there and it feels so good. I feel almost guilty that I'm like having like a spa day or something. So then they put lotion, like coconut oil on me, and they usually put like this tape stuff. I think I had it in one of my videos and I get different colors. It already fell off. I don't know, I think I slept wrong or it wasn't on right or something. So I go back tomorrow and I'll get a new color. Sorry I haven't posted a lot. It was just really busy with filming the glow night and then Ammon days, and yeah, they're only like 2-minute videos, but a lot of work goes into those videos. It is a lot of footage. I'm talking, I probably had an hour of footage on both vlogs that I had to go in and edit and cut out, and then to try to put it in timing to the music is not easy to do, and I'm just working off of my phone. So like the glow night was Friday night. It didn't get over until 10:15. By the time we got home, it was after 11. And I didn't go to sleep till 2 because I wanted to make sure I had that video edited. So I worked on it for almost 3.5 hours. I was so tired because I knew I needed to get that video edited to make room on my phone to film Ammon Days, which is an all-day event. And so we did the talent show. My son, his band played. My daughter Allie sang an original song. Kennedy sang This Is Me all by herself. She got up there, and then I had signed up to sing also, and I still didn't know by Saturday morning. And the talent show started at 10. Kennedy's category was first, then at 11 was Allie and Parker, and then at 12 was the adults. I still didn't know what I was singing. I hadn't had time to practice or anything, but anyways, I was so tired from editing the glow night video, trying to put timing to the music with the hot air balloons. So I do not have a drone, in case you were wondering, because there is drone footage on both of those videos. I wish I did have a drone. I think they're awesome. It's just not in our budget right now. But the city of Ammon, they have a drone, and so I'm able to use their footage because I'm making these vlogs for the city. That's what they have me do. So I just screen record what they do, and then I upload it onto my videos, and then I put music to it. But it was really fun trying to get the timing of the music with when the hot air balloons like lit up. So, but I mean, a lot of work goes into it, and not very many people even watch them on the city page, but the parks director, you know, he likes it, and I think it's memories. I think in this day and age, you don't see a lot of videos like that anymore because everybody does like the TikTok and the Instagram Reels and the YouTube Shorts. And I mean, I've done a couple of them. I've played with it, but I feel like everybody's just on to the next best thing. What's more interesting? So you get like 15 seconds and then people are done. And I always feel so unfinished, and I think you're just missing a big part of life. And like these videos that I make for the city, I mean, they're only 2 to 3 minutes long. I think the longest one I made was for the Ammon Little League. Their slideshow was like 5 minutes because it was like pictures. But you're just missing a huge element in life when you're cutting things off. And I know a lot of people do that to get subscribers. I know like a lot of artists do that when they like have a new song they're going to release. They'll just give you like a little teaser so it makes you click on their page to watch or listen to the whole song. Whatever, I don't have any of that, so it doesn't really matter. But I know a lot of people don't do that, and they just 15-second videos, you know, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. So I don't know, I just feel like kind of it's a lost art. So I was very busy with that. So the Ammon days, because it was from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So I tried to get all of the events. I did miss a few events because of the talent show. And of course I wanted to see my kids perform. And there was just so much going on. They had a car show. And then they had, they had so many vendors this year. And then the food trucks, I didn't get a lot of the food trucks. Because sometimes I'll get footage of people like with their corn dogs or their big pile of fries or something, the cotton candy. They had bouncy houses, and the fire truck came out and sprayed everybody down, and that huge slip and slide, and there was a lot going on. They had a band come and play. And speaking of the city, the hot air balloons were spectacular. So the parks director actually texted me, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and he said, have you ever been in a hot air balloon? Which my reply was, no. And he said, would you like to go up in one? And I was like, really? I'm like, sure, like that would be cool. But I was thinking like go up in one, like you go up for a few minutes and then they float you back down. I was mistaken. It was to be a 60 to 90 minute flight. Now I am terrified of heights. Like leaning over a railing at like the mall like makes me feel sick. I can't do roller coasters hardly anymore. Since I had kids, like, I mean, I've never liked heights. Like I would never be one to like bungee jump or skydive, but I feel like it's my equilibrium is weird now. I don't know. But my husband really wanted to do it. And I was thinking, you know, that's kind of a lifetime opportunity. I didn't want to pass it up. And I know it was on my dad's bucket list. He'd been on a hot air balloon to bungee jump with my sister, but they didn't fly around. And that was something he always wanted to do. So I signed the waiver to do it. And I had so much anxiety on Saturday night, like after vlogging and editing, and I worked myself up into a frenzy. I had so much anxiety about this balloon ride that my husband was like, just don't go. He's like, I'll just go. And I'm like, I want to go though. I'm scared. Like I had to force myself like not to search up hot air balloon videos on YouTube because it's always going to pull like the scary ones. It was so bad I didn't sleep. So I was 24 hours up after already being up till 2 in the morning the night before. So Sunday morning came and I got up because we had to be there at like 6:30 in the morning, and I got dressed. I woke up my daughter Tiffany and had her come on the couch in case Kennedy woke up because we were supposed to be gone, you know, a few hours because it's a 60 to 90 minute flight, and then didn't know exactly where we were going to land. We have to help the pilots load everything back into the trailer, and then somebody drives us back. But I mean, they even like the night before had us like, what balloon do you want? And so Adam had picked the big checkered one. All I said was the one with the biggest basket, because when I was editing the glow nights, I didn't realize how short. I mean, they're only 4 feet, so they go up to like your waist. I didn't realize how short the baskets were. I was picturing something, you know, to like here. So I think like that didn't help. Like they're so little, like, I was like telling my husband, don't you dare like lean over and like give me a heart attack up there. I ended up I have some like anxiety medicines that work right away that only take as needed, and I haven't taken one in like a year. I had to take one of those to get myself to walk over to the park because I knew if I didn't go, I would regret it, because like I said, this is a lifetime opportunity, and like to pay for flights, it's not cheap, and we were being offered this for free just for doing little things for the city. So we got there, and there were some other people that got chosen, and they were discussing the weather, and they ended up canceling it because, I mean, to me the weather looked nice. There was like a slight breeze, because I know it said on the waiver form that if there's any wind at all that they can't go up. It's got to be like perfect, pristine flying conditions. This isn't like flying a plane, like it's a balloon, so it has to be perfect weather. And I guess like the higher altitude, there was more of a wind, and there was a storm coming in from the east or something. I don't even know. They canceled it. And my husband was like, oh, you must be relieved. And I was like, actually, I'm not. Like, I was really disappointed because I'd worked myself up into such a frenzy. It had so much anxiety over nothing. Like, and then it just was, boom, we're not going. So it was kind of a letdown. And I'd even like started vlogging, like on our way to the park. Like I was vlogging it because I couldn't wait to show you guys. And I thought if anything, I thought I'm gonna get incredible views because it's so beautiful here. Sorry about the light. The sun's starting to change directions, and so the mini blinds are on my face. So I won't be on here too much longer because I gotta get Kennedy up and ready for speech. But yeah, I was really disappointed because, again, like I said, I worked myself up into this huge frenzy, and then yeah, we didn't go. But they did say that next year. Hold on, I'm gonna move. Okay, I have to get my dog in I took down my tapestry thing. It was irritating me. It was filthy and it was cheap, so I was gonna try to wash it, but it just ripped. So anyway, they said next year we definitely get to go up. So now I have a whole year to have anxiety over it. But I mean, how cool is that? You know, that we got chosen to do that. So that was kind of the weekend. I have some back to school shopping to do. Actually, my kids, since they all but Kennedy have worked over the summer, we did, like, especially for Wesley and Jillian, my 12 and 13-year-old, they don't have their own bank accounts. So I pulled out their money and I gave them like $40 spending money and kept the rest so that they could help with back to school shopping. Cause you know, it's expensive and they don't need a lot, but they do, like as far as like school supplies, but they do need clothes really bad. They've all had growth spurts. Wesley's grown almost 2 inches. He's put on 15 pounds, which because he was really underweight, which is great. And Julian's grown and bodies are changing. So, and then like the older kids have their own bank accounts, and so they're always going out with friends and buying stuff here or there. And as far as like school supplies, I haven't even looked at the school list because I know for like junior high and high school, they don't really give out a list like they do for elementary school. It's kind of like when after you meet your teachers those first couple days and they tell you, hey, you need this, this, and this. So, and Kennedy, like last year I bought so much, like I think I bought everything on her school supply list, and I don't think hardly any of it got used because all the parents buy the same thing, and because it's an extended resource class, so there's not many kids. So I think it just goes into like, they just save it to continually use. So I think because I'm friends with her teacher, she has the same teacher this year, I'm just gonna shoot her a text, say, hey, you know, what do you really need me to bring? What does Kennedy really need for, you know, those first couple months? Because like we're on a budget right now, so I don't want to go spend a ton of money for stuff for the whole entire year. You know what I mean? Like if I could just buy it in increments, I think that would be better right now. But yeah, she's really the only one that even has like a school supply list. And same with Allie, like she won't find out exactly what she needs till she gets her syllabus the first day of classes. I did order all of her books. Her grandmother paid for it, her great-grandmother, so her books came. We found them used, so she can get, it's like, she has like 5, she's taking a writing class and they have to read a bunch of books like Macbeth and I don't even know, but there's a lot of books to read, so at least she can get a jump start on the reading. My son Parker got his permit. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last video, so he's been driving every chance he can get with us, and it is, those first couple of days were not fun. I'll just say that. I mean, he is a boy. I feel like they're a little bit more cocky, or at least my son was. Like, he thought he knew everything and he doesn't. So, but he's a lot better. Like yesterday he was driving around and it was so much better. And then my daughter is still, she's scared to drive. So she has some hang-ups and she hasn't even finished the online part, but one of the driving instructors told her, hey, get it done and I'll take you out next week. And he's super nice because he's our neighbor. So I think that catches us up on everything. Now this has turned into a super long vlog because I run my mouth, but it is so lovely to talk to you and I do enjoy it. And I feel now with the kids going back to school, there's going to be more of my regular videos of like day in the life, some cooking videos now that the weather's turning colder and I'm more inspired to cook. I hate cooking when it's hot and we don't have air conditioner. So there'll be more of those. I wanted to say thank you to Lizette. She sent me a beautiful card in the mail, and I will be writing you back. And she sent Kennedy some really cute stickers. And I sent a thank you card to Patricia on here, but I never thanked her, you know, on YouTube. She sent me the CeraVe's that I say it because she saw that beauty vlog I made a while back, and she had a whole bunch of like CeraVe products like face wash and night cream and day cream and eye cream, and she sent a bunch of us. I'm like, there's like enough for like 6 months, like shared between all us girls. So thank you for that. We've been using it, we love it. I think they're really good products. But that's it. I'm gonna go get Kennedy up because I need to get her ready for speech and occupational therapy and do my walk, and I'll be updating you soon on my no sugar, which I'm not even gonna say anything about that right now. All right guys, chicken tendies.